What's going on, guys? Welcome to next week's Gold and GJ weekly forecast. Super excited to dive in and break this down. I haven't been on and had a look at what's going on next week, so I'm super excited to dive into that now. If you could please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy it. That helps me a lot get more exposure. Okie dokie, guys, we're on gold, and we're going to jump over onto GJ. So let's go up to the monthly time frame and clean the chart. So what have we got here? What can we see? Obviously, week to week for you new guys, the monthly is bullish. We've got this low to high here. Everything in between is a complex pullback. So with that in mind, let's jump down to where price currently is. Still hovering around our POI here. And if you are new and you're wondering why this is a POI, because generally in the past, anything under here has been selling off, anything above has been buying up. And that's been the case as well for the past few months while we've been here. While price has been above here, we've had 4 hour, 1 hour bullish, which is perfect for intraday trading. And while being below, 1 and 4 hour has been bearish. And we've also got the monthly candle bearish as well. And we are pushing just under this POI here. So with that in mind, let's jump down to the weekly and see what's happening. Yes, I wanted this candle close last week. I really, really wanted this. And for the reason being is because it's setting us up for such a nice continuation sell. Now, you see what price is under here. We are looking for sells. And what have we got on the weekly? We are trending bearish. So we've got lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, break of structure, retracement. So we're expecting continuation down to this lower low and then down to these monthly lows here. The monthly low is actually my end target for this weekly trend, but that's getting a bit too far ahead of ourselves. So if we look at this candlestick here, what I want to see on market open is for price to push up a little bit, reject off here, give us some form of reversal confirmation here, and then head down. If this happens, if we push up first on this new weekly candle open, if we push up first here, sorry, the arrow is not working properly, and we make structure, we can anticipate that it's going to take this low out and price is going to continue. So this is setting up for a very, very nice sell on the even on the weekly time frame with the candlesticks. You see they've got this rejection, price at that liquidity last week. It didn't manage to close up here. Did it take that liquidity? It did take that liquidity, look, off that previous weekly high as well. And then you see it's closed all the way down here. So if we can see a little bullish push, bearish confirmation, boom. We are taking sells there all day. Daily. So the daily time frame, where are we? Daily still bearish, and the reason it's still bearish is because I didn't count this as a breaker structure before. It didn't really create any structure, so I've taken this as the daily high to the daily low. So for me, the daily and the weekly is bearish. You can see here, look, we had rejection, rejection, rejection. This would have been the zone. If price closed above, price would have gone up. Price filled that zone, price went down. Now price is consolidating a little bit here. So next week, I'm looking for that to be the week where we get this breakout down, hopefully, and that will give us that move. Once we get the confirmation candle here on the 1 to 4 hour, that'll give us the confirmation then, to aim for these lows. And that's what I want to see. If we see a push up first, so like a fake of this high here, or we take that liquidity off the, where are we? Not the previous week, the previous day's liquidity here. It's anywhere around here. I want to see a pullback, and I want to see a confirmation on the lower time frames. If we go down to the 4 hour, what can we see? Bearish, look, it's very nice. Now, the pullback, it doesn't have to be that big. We have got a big supply zone here, look, which a pullback into here anywhere would be nice, especially on this trend line. But while price is under here, I'm going to look for the smaller pullback first. I mean, if the 4 hour is bearish, look. And while the 4 hour is under here, we're going to be looking for sells. So, and we've got a candlestick confirmation, etc. So this here is my first zone where I'm going to look for these sells. If price fails this, I'm going to look for sells down to this low here. If we break straight through, obviously, then I'm going to look for continuations down like this. If we get a bigger pullback somewhere into here, again, I'm going to be looking for sells, anticipating we're going to be breaking the lows. And if we go down to the lower time frame, we can probably open this up. Yeah, look at this. That supply zone at the top there. Beautiful. If we pull back all the way into there, that has taken the liquidity off this trend line as well. That's a very, very nice zone to sell. That will give us a big move, all the way back, through this range potentially, and then to break through and continue. That would be a nice move. But first, What are we here? We're actually bullish on the 1 hour. Bullish on the 1 hour, bearish on the 4 hour. So what we're going to be waiting for is we want to see, if we see a 1 hour candle close above here, price is probably going to be going up to fill this imbalance. So we could look to take buys. However, because this is a 4 hour high, I'm going to be looking for that 4 hour candle close above. If the 4 hour candle keeps faking, then I'm going to be looking to take sells, with the 4 hour price action, forward, daily, weekly, or bearish. And if we fail the high again on this 1 hour and we get reversal confirmation, then I'm going to be looking to take sells, because if we fail the high, we fail to create a new high on the 1 hour, then we're going to go retesting the previous 1 hour low here. But on the 4 hour, it looks a lot cleaner, this zone. But if we do break above, if we do get 1 hour break and retest confirmation on there, that'll give us enough confirmation to then look to take buys to this high up here on the 1 hour. Got a beautiful zone up here, and that with the target, and we'll get there and we're looking to take sells. So that's it for gold, guys. What we're looking at the beginning of the week. Let's jump over onto GJ. Again, I haven't been on it yet. Let's clear the charts. So if we go remove drawings, and I'm just going to remove these alarms as well to avoid any confusion. So we're bearish on the monthly. Remember, we've got the monthly high here and the monthly low all the way down here. And price is currently sitting in this supply zone right here on the monthly time frame. In there. Boom. So you can see here, look, we've got this, similar to gold, we've got this level here. Anything above, we're going to look for buyers. Anything below, we're looking for sells. And now the bearish, the monthly candle is bearish. It's looking like it wants to continue, at least to this low here. So if we go on the weekly and open up price a little bit more. Yes, so we're retesting the weekly low here. So next week will be interesting. If we make some form of head and shoulders, I'm expecting rejection from here. This zone is going to be a zone where price is going to mess around. It's a good flip zone. If price breaks through, retest, it's going to go down to this low here. I don't think it's going to do that in the beginning of the week. If we push down, take this liquidity here and make structure on the lower time frames, I'll be looking to buy through this range. If you look what happened here, look, I'll be expecting another shoulder to create, and we're at the bottom of the bullish weekly demand zone. So we can expect a reversal here. It's bullish until that is broken with a weekly candle. So we'll have to see what happens next week. If the weekly closes below here, then we can expect probably a break and retest, and then for price to continue down. So with that in mind, let's jump down onto the daily. What can we see on the daily? So again, the daily is bullish. The weekly and the daily is sharing the same supply zone, the same support level here. So again, while we are here in this zone, we are going to be looking for reversals. Now, before price reverses, I mean, look at this. I'm going to expect a fake out like this. Maybe not that big, but you can see that price loves to fake around these levels. So price fake the low here, and then boom, all the way back up, change your character, bang, and then create a new high in the daily. So that's what I'm going to expect here. If price starts pushing through here, I'm going to expect it to be a fake. And if we get a close above, I'm going to be aiming for that high. However, if we do get, daily closes below, etc., I will be looking for, potential sell opportunities down to these levels here. But we need to see, 4 hour confirmation, 1 hour confirmation, etc., etc. Okay, 4 hour, what we got here. So again, the 4 hour was bearish. It's nice, and now we're broken out a little bit. We're stuck in this horrible chop here, which I hate trading GJ when it's like this. It's good for quick in and out trades, but if you're trying to hold anything, like price just comes back to entry so much, or just weekly stop loss, entry stop loss, entry stop loss. As it's going up and down, it can be very frustrating. But we are in a supply zone here. 4 hour is bearish, and what can we see? I mean, price looks like it wants to push down and do something down here. Now, to say which way it's going to open up or what's going to happen is a little bit tricky, because look, we've got this impulse retracement, and we're expecting a continuation down to here, but price could just open up bullish. We have no idea what's going to happen. So I mean, if price comes to this low here, we get a failed low, I'll be looking for buys again from here on the lower time frame. If we fake the low, close back up, I'll be looking for buys again. If we break and retest the low, I'm going to be looking, I'll do it here, I'm going to be looking for sells down to these levels here. If we go to the 1 hour, where is the 1 hour? What's the 1 hour doing? So again, the 4 and the 1 hour are sharing the same high and low. So again, like what we're expecting price actions to do, impulse, retracement, impulse, and if we get a break and retest here, structure made, then we can look to take sells, obviously, because that lines up with the higher time frame what we're expecting as well. So we've just been over that. If we break structure and then we break structure again back up, it's like a change of character, then we'll definitely take buys, because then that would flip the 1 hour bullish. But as I say, we've got to wait for price to get to the zone here and give us confirmation. And the confirmation we're waiting for is either a breakout and retest, we can take sales, or we get like a change of character like this, or we just get a fake out and we're going to be trading a retracement there. Or, the wild card is that the price just decides just to go straight up and does this. So we've just got to see what happens on market open. I've told you what I'm expecting for the week. So that is, we're sitting on the daily and weekly low. I'm expecting a bounce from here and for price to go back up, like it did on these weeks here to this level. And then I'll be looking for sells again, something like this, head and shoulders forming. So that's it, guys. These are the same markups that we take into the Discord. In the Discord and the live trading, we do these every day. I'll do a daily analysis, daily forecast, daily breakdown, etc. What can we expect? But this is just a high-level view example of what you can expect next week. And if you go watch the previous ones, guys, I mean, these are never wrong, like never. It's super simple when you're looking at higher time frame price action and you're building that story down, because you're looking in probabilities and there's only one or two things that can happen a lot of the times. When you got a candle open bullish or candle open bearish, and then we've got price action going this direction or price action going this direction, it has to do this, etc. So I highly recommend, guys. I mean, there's a lot of education and value bombs that I drop in these here, and guys, I highly recommend that you head over to Discord and check out some of the results in this section here. Lots and lots of passes, lots and lots of payouts, funded traders. It's a very, very good place to be. As I say, we've got the automated trading system as well that will automate the process of getting funded and getting paid out. That's really, really cool. And I've also got the manual side. So I'm a manual trader. So I love, being on the charts. I've got like a mini course as well. So everything that I use to trade, how I read price, what I use, session times, trading plan, it's all in there. And I implement that every day on the charts as well. That's another... that's probably the best way to learn. When you're learning something, then you can see it actually executed every single day. So yes, guys, no stones left unturned in this group. I'd love to see you inside. And yes, join if you're not a member already and come have some fun next week. Bosh.